Apparel ones that I've just put on there right now, which are going for $21 right now, guys. That's a steal. It's basically a couple of drinks at the bar. But some of these trousers, they would be they wouldn't have the seam, basically the leg seam essentially. So sometimes you will have to get certain trouser legs taken in. And funny enough, I actually used to do that as a job, part of my training when I was working in a suit shop off of Jermyn Street with that statue of Beau Brummel I was talking about earlier. Part of my job was to tailor and alterate men's trousers. So I used to get them to wear the trousers, and I had to get my knees, and I'd sort of have to, and also I'd make sure that they were comfortable with the height of the trouser leg. I'd make them wear their shoes as well, because it's really important, again, unless you're wearing ankle swingers, which, bear in mind, is a trouser leg which is slightly higher off of the modern day shoe, so they almost swing around where your ankles are. If you're not going to be going for that look, which is much to one's taste, generally speaking, you'd want the trouser leg to touch the shoe, and also to create a break within the bottom lower third of the trouser leg. So and also there's different techniques and whatnot in regards to that, and also you can have a turn up cuff on the trouser leg as well. So there's also different variations in regards to men's tailoring and trouser leg length. And Adrienne, I lived for a skinny jean back in the day. Yes, so did I. I would say bring them back, but I just don't feel it anymore. I think for me there was a time and a place. That's when I was like 19 or 20. And I think maybe because I'm slightly an older gent now, perhaps I need a slightly more relaxed fit. Adrienne, is it possible to tailor men's pants so they fit women better? I mean, there's nothing wrong with women wearing men's trousers. Of course not. I mean, obviously, if you look at someone like Marlene Dietrich, for instance, who was very well famed for wearing men's trousers, you certainly can. The only thing that I believe that you would probably potentially have to alter or change is the where the seat region is within the pants or the trousers. So you'd probably maybe want a slightly higher seat, and by seat I mean sort of where the crotch area and the rear area is. You'd probably have to alter that slightly, maybe it depends again what look you're going for, to create more of a streamlined look. And also generally women's upper legs are slightly curvier than or fuller than men's. Not always the case, but that could be a thing. So you'd obviously maybe have to alter the leg in regards to suit that type of body shape. I have a pair of men's jeans that are fabulous, but the crotch and waist are too loose. They can fix that. Yeah, it's totally possible. For both ways, actually. So to alter the trouser in that area, or basically a lot of well-made trousers and jeans to an extent are highly alterable. And actually there's some trousers that do come with extra fabric as well, that is hidden. So if the vents and the side seams need to be let out to allow someone that maybe has a slightly fuller figure, or maybe they've put on a little bit during lockdown like we all did, then that's totally viable as well. They can fix that. The leg fits so nice and makes my legs look 30 feet long. Well, that's always a fine thing. I think that's what we want. And actually I think like any garment, but certainly like any trouser leg that can do that and it can appear very flattering towards your figure is always a fine thing as well. And that's why I was saying slightly earlier that like it's better for men of a shorter stature to stay away from some of those different styles we talked about earlier, because it's so important to look good and to feel great as well. And if you think that a garment can add, like you're saying, like a couple more inches or a couple more feet onto you, then that's a brilliant thing as well. And I think maybe one show we could start talking about men's shoes as well. And obviously there's certain men's shoes which can allow slightly more of a stack in the back where the heel is, and just like gives you that little bit of extra inches, which let's be honest, at a bar or a club certainly do help a lot of chaps. So just moving on from that as well, just like some other trousers that I've got. These I generally tend to wear in winter, and I've had these for a couple of years now. And they are Prince of Wales check trouser. So again, these are wool, so that's why I would probably suggest wearing these more in the autumn and winter. And actually, you can see here, well, Adrian can't see, but Adrian, you can hear here that these have been slightly taken in as well. And there is that little bit of extra fabric at the hemline. because you never know. I might grow a few more inches. Who knows? But these are definitely some of my favorites in my collection that I own, and I always seem to get a get a good response, welcome response, and a lot of compliments from a pair of trousers like these. And I'm going to move on to the next product as well, so you guys can all check that